Okay, I was in the middle of explaining what happens to marginal costs and ATC if fixed costs increase. Well, if fixed costs increase, there's no impact on the marginal cost curve, so the profit maximizing output stays the same. The ATC curve will shift up, though, so the profit margin may be diminished because of that. Okay, so, oops, sorry, I'm going backwards. Okay. All right, so let's look at, and this is important, per unit versus a lump sum tax. A per unit tax affects marginal costs and average variable costs, where a lump sum tax is a fixed, impacts the fixed costs. So these curves will shift with a per unit tax or a subsidy. Tax will shift the marginal cost curve up and to the left, and a subsidy will shift it down and to the right. Does impact the amount that's being produced because the marginal cost curve changes. A lump sum tax or subsidy. Lump sum means, okay, utility Y will have a $1,000 tax regardless of the level of output. That's a lump sum tax. Or we're going to give the agricultural, the farmer in the agricultural industry a subsidy of $5,000. That's only going to impact fixed costs. The tax will raise fixed costs. The subsidy will diminish fixed costs. So it doesn't affect the quantity that's being produced. Okay. All right, here's a question. Please try to answer it. And the answer is E. The marginal cost curve above the minimum point of its AVC curve. All right, let's go to shifting. The change in fixed costs, remember they change the average total cost and AFC, but not marginal cost. Change in variable costs will shift the ATC, the AVC, and the MC, so all three. All right, let's practice on this. And hopefully you recognize that changes in fixed costs don't change output. I'm hoping that you recognize that because this firm is in a perfectly competitive industry, it has no impact on price, so you can eliminate A, B, and E right off the bat. So this technological breakthrough will shift the marginal cost curve of this firm to the right. And that is it. So that's the entire discussion on perfect competition in the short run. I'd like you to make sure that you understand the slides and discussions that I just recorded.